Chapter 6. Goodbye, Earth. Only one last detail remained. I shoved a towel under my door so the light from my room wouldn't shine into the hall. Then I sat on my desk and wrote Mom and Dad a goodbye note. Dear Mom and Dad, by the time you read this, I'll be on the other side of the galaxy. But please don't be sad and don't try to follow me. You'll only be wasting your time because I'm light years ahead of all the other rocket scientists on this planet. I just want you to know Jonathan is the reason I'm leaving, not you. I know he's not your fault. After all, you also had me, and look how wonderful I turned out. I feel a little guilty leaving you behind to deal with him, but he's your kid, not mine. Good luck. You'll need it. I love you both. Your good son, Alex. P.S. Don't worry about me. I took my toothbrush and I promise to eat right whenever I can. I left the note on my desk where they'd be sure to find it in the morning. Then I put on my spacesuit, zipping it up airtight, and climbed into Starjumper. At last my journey had begun. I gave Einstein a wink goodbye, switched on the atom slider, and engaged the stellar drive. Starjumper slowly lifted off the floor. I checked my control panel. Green lights were flashing. Energy levels were positive. All systems were go. As Starjumper neared the ceiling, my stomach began to tighten. I double-checked the atom slider to make sure the settings were right. If my calculations were off by even half a decimal point, the ship would just bump against the ceiling. But everything worked perfectly. Yet another amazing scientific accomplishment to add to my ever-growing list. Starjumper floated up through the ceiling and the attic like a balloon through a cloud. Boy, I'm sure going to miss this attic, I thought. I could search the whole universe and never find another like it. Starjumper carried me up through the roof into the starry night sky. I turned off the atom slider and let the ship drift with the breeze for a few moments. Below me, I spied Jonathan through his bedroom window. I saw him clearly in the glow of his clown-faced nightlight. He was fast asleep in bed, curled up like a golden retriever. Goodbye, Fido, I waved and slid the stellar drive into Phase 1 jump mode. In less than the blink of an eye, Starjumper leaped thousands of miles. The view out my porthole instantly went blank. Then slowly my eyes adjusted and I saw the Milky Way. Starjumper was hovering halfway between Earth and the moon. If you think stars look beautiful from Earth, you should see them from outer space. They're like diamonds. The colors so pure and bright, it was like floating in a bowl of star soup. Star soup. There's got to be a new home out there for me, I thought. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, universe. I was excited, but not too excited to properly test out my spacesuit before actually leaving the solar system. I tightened my helmet and checked for air leaks. Then I opened Starjumper's hatch and went for a little spacewalk. Actually, I don't know why they call it spacewalking. There was nothing to walk on, not even air. It should be called space floating. I felt like a helium balloon and someone had just cut my string. On my right was the moon like a big yellow pumpkin, and below me was Earth. I could see its continents and oceans spread out like green and blue blankets covered with streaks of whipped cream clouds. I could see America directly below me and Europe and Africa sliding into view. At that moment, I couldn't think of myself as belonging to just one nation or continent. I was an Earthling, pure and simple. Au revoir, my pretty planet, I said, and climbed back into Starjumper. At last, I was really ready. I set my course toward the center of the galaxy, where I figured there'd be the highest concentration of new planets to explore. I was just about to shift the stellar drive into Phase 7 mega jump mode. When all of a sudden it hit me. What if the planet I go to isn't friendly? What if it's inhabited by a race of highly intelligent sharks and I end up inside a seaweed sandwich? What if my new planet is still in its dinosaur phase and I travel halfway across the universe only to be squashed by an alien brontosaurus or fed piece by piece to a nest full of baby pterodactyls? Or what if my new neighbors are friendly, but they think I'm a scout for an invasion from Earth? I could be zapped, grilled, and pickled in a nanosecond. I thought I had figured out everything, crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's, left nothing to chance. But obviously I hadn't. Space can be a dangerous place. Everybody knows that. What was I thinking? How could I leave Earth without some kind of self-defense? I can't believe how close I came to making a giant mistake. How dumb can a true genius be? What Starjumper needed was some kind of security system, a stun gun or blaster, maybe even a death ray. I still had a chance to fix things, but that meant turning back and going home, back to the plastic bins under my bed and all that good stuff in the attic. What I thought was my final departure turned out to be nothing more than a practice run. What a bummer. I can't begin to tell you how disappointed I felt. On the other hand, my spaceship, spacesuit, and atom slider had all performed perfectly. So what if I was temporarily going back home? I had a lot to be proud of already. When a genius makes history, he has to expect some minor delays. I'm underlining that statement so scholars will know which of my many wise sayings I myself consider the most brilliant. I have no doubt that someday these words of mine will be quoted often and engraved on many a bronze plaque. I took one last look at the Milky Way. Don't feel bad, universe. I shall return, I said, and set a course back toward Earth, back through the Van Allen belts, the stratosphere, and the troposphere, back through the clouds, back to my town, my house, and finally, my bedroom.